Hey there, Don Wilson here, and welcome back to FB Ads Cracked. This will truly be one of the shorter videos. It's about sponsored posts. I'm going to try and get through it quickly because they're kind of simple once you get used to going and doing ads. It's just how you do them and how you write the sponsored post that's important, okay? So, here's what we're covering: how to set it up in any niche, writing a good update, video works, why we do video sometimes, and how to do it on a personal level, all right? Let's set up. You'll need a fan page, but you won't need any fans. Having fans is great, but you can do Facebook ads to promote a post on fan pages without any fans on them. Okay, so you make a post to the fan page, think about it in advance. Okay, this post is going to be what ends up on your Facebook wall. What's going to be the advertisement. So if you make a post and you're doing something with a photo, stroke the photo in red before you post it, just like you would stroke an ad photo in red before you submit the ad. If you're doing a video and you can put a red border in the video the whole way through, that's going to stand out even more. I don't see hardly anybody doing it. It's because it's kind of a pain in the butt to do. And you'd have to make a PowerPoint with a red border, but it will work, and it will look like a video on YouTube that's stroked in red from the thumbnail that it gives, and that's going to stand out. So think of this stuff in advance. Make a post, treat it like it's just an ad, and do that stuff in advance to make it look really, really good. All right? Create an ad. Use your fan page as the destination. People get confused on this. It's very simple. When you go and you create an ad inside of your ads manager, it'll allow you to say destination. Is it going to be a fan page? Is it going to be an external URL? What is it going to be? So you just type in fan page name. Okay, you select it from the drop-down box. Then once that happens, you'll have 3 different radio buttons usually. It says one is going to say get likes on this page, one is going to say promote a post on this page, and one is going to say advanced options, which it doesn't usually have a whole ton of things. Select the promote a post radio button in the middle. Now, Facebook ads may change, but that's what you're doing. Then you fill in everything else. It's like a regular ad. You go through your demographics, you go through your interests, you do custom audiences or whatever you want to do, and you just start the ad up. Do your bids, your budgets. You can do this on fan pages. Like I said, you don't have to have any fans. That's a big misconception that people think that you have to have a bunch of fans before you can start running all these ads or anything like that and showing up at people's walls. I can start up with my Marketing with Don fan page, have 2 fans, and start running plenty of Facebook ads if they accept them. It's kind of a hard market to get accepted in, but you can run them with no fans. You can go into a fitness niche, directly do a custom audience, or do something that's going to an interest of fitness niche JVs or whatever you want to do, and you can do a sponsored post. And it is a little bit cheaper than going to an external URL, okay? But the key is you got to write a good update. Just like writing an ad is going to be short, punchy, you got to write a good update. I pose a question. That's something that works really, really well. Is I pose a question, or I use a headline that's like with big asterisks. Now, when you're on a big sales page, you've got a lot of area for a huge headline to happen. On Facebook, you're scrolling through a newsfeed, so if you're running an ad in a newsfeed, which we talk about in the video in the resource, how to run ads in the newsfeed, if you're doing that, you got a very small section there. You got a very small section on the right side. You don't have room for a big headline because your text is all one size. You don't get to choose that. So what you've got to do to get it to stand out is exclamation points, asterisks, weird stuff, pound signs, stuff that would make a headline happen, and do questions. That's what makes it stick out to me. So I'm going to show you examples on my personal page. Pop on over here. Breaking news. It's June 20th example right here. 71 clicks or 71 likes on a video promoted to my own fan page. All right, not a big deal, but it does work. We've got right here. Do penny clicks with Facebook still even exist? Question mark. I'm posing a question. All right. Right here. Let's see if we do it here. We do an exclamation point. We're always doing something where we're doing a motion. Questions seem to stop people and work the best. If you're just trying to do something with exclamation points, that works really, really well. If you do asterisk, 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 and then you have some sort of a headline, that seems to catch attention because what's going to happen a lot is once you sponsor these, where a big chunk of your traffic comes from, is when people are inside of Facebook and they hop in after part of their day, and you're right there on the front. All right, so if you want a headline to catch their attention, you're good. Also, you will be as people scroll through and catch up. If you're scrolling through and catching up, those headline ones will actually catch your attention. The question ones you'll most likely scroll right on by, unless it's someone that you notice their photo really, really well from. But you might see the asterisk ones and stop and take a look. So that's where a lot of the traffic is going to be coming from. When it's doing a fan page one, which we're going to talk about more in a second here, it's going to be a little bit different. But you still pose a question in these. I don't think you need to do asterisks as much, and those are a little bit harder to get approved. But when you're doing personal pages, I like to do big asterisks, like I just did on that video I showed you. And here we go into videos. Videos do work. All right, they work really, really well because they take up a little bit different ad space over there. People see it, they push play. When they push play, the video automatically starts. When you do that, the key is you want to get your affiliate link or you want to get your link above the fold right there so people can see it and check it out. All right. For example, did you see my review in Sick Bonus? See how we're posing a question? All right. We do stuff with lots of emotion, lots of exclamation points. This one's got a smiley face. We're posing a question here. This ad resulted in thousands of dollars in sales. Okay, it says, did you see my review in Sick Bonus? You can see it's got 325 likes, 3 shares, 7 comments. Lots of people were buying there that asking me how to get my bonus within the comments here. And that's all said in the video, and it looks like we have 1,412 hits of traffic. And I think half of that came, more than half of that came from just that ad. I know like 800 or 900 clicks did. Like I said, we did thousands of dollars in sales, and it only cost us a couple $100 to run that ad. It did very, very well for us. And it was because we were using video. It was a product launch that was just hot. I shared it. I targeted ClickBank. I targeted Frank Kern. I targeted Ryan Dice, and those were my interests. Okay, I ran the ads. I knew I was getting a $3 EPC off this traffic I was sending from Facebook because I was tracking it through this link. Okay. I got a lot of prizes for the JV contest as well, which we'll talk about in another video. But the video does work as a very, very good tool if you're doing promoted posts because it stands out on the side of the wall. All right, you have the normal ads, and then if you have a video, it's got the play button and everything. See how this stands out a little differently? Well, if it's a video, it drops down a little bit bigger, and it makes it a different size if it's a YouTube video. So definitely check those out and try doing those. I've had great results making a lot of money with direct PPC to sponsored posts, especially if I'm doing videos, posing a question, doing a bonus on a launch that's going on right now. If you see a lot of product launches that happen, especially in the internet marketing space, you'll see when it's closer to closing day, a ton of affiliates will do ads and it will say $2,500 bonus or whatever. Don't buy this until you see my bonuses. Those ads work really, really well. Okay, that's why they do them. People make a lot of money on closing day on those ads. So how do we do this on a personal level? I don't know exactly where I've got in the slide, but you need to think about it on a personal level. You can get into any new niche on a personal level. If you want to get in the fitness niche, have no fitness friends, I guarantee you can still get fitness friends on your fan page, but just a little simple work. But the pro is these sponsored posts. And I want you to check out. There's a case study in the case study section that we'll talk about here in a second. These sponsored posts are only $7. All right, they don't cost hardly anything compared to if you're doing a big ad campaign. So if you've got an expensive market, like internet marketing is kind of expensive to buy clicks in. Dog training really isn't as expensive to buy clicks in. So it helps me a lot if I can pull business from a $7 post. All right, Forex is the same way. Real estate's the same way. So if you've got more of an expensive niche, this is a very good pro. It only costs $7 to advertise to people. The con is it only goes out to your friends and their friends. So the one that I showed you where I was promoting Mark Thompson's launch with a WP4FB or whatever it was called, where we did thousands of dollars in sales, it was great and all, but it cost us hundreds of dollars to do that. But we were allowed to go out and target interests. This, it goes out just my friends. It targets anybody that's also friends of your friends as well. So it's not just your friends that are getting this. If people start commenting, people start liking, people start sharing on that, on your actual stuff that you're promoting, a lot more people start to see it too. So you've got to take that into consideration. But here's the deal. On a personal level, doesn't matter what niche you want in. This is very, very cheap. It's $7, but you got to take some long-term strides. You could add 15 friends a day in any niche, and you'll be at the max that Facebook allows is 5,000 in under a year. And that's if nobody ever friends you. You can go out there and engage in posts. If you spend even like 5-10 minutes a day, you can add those friends in moments. Facebook has the suggest bar. And then you can go out and hit like on a couple posts, comment, really engage with some people, and you'll make friends in new niches that you can then market to later. It only costs $7. This is responsible for way into 6 figures in business for me on the $7 side. And when we take it to the PPC side on sponsored posts, it goes to a whole other level. So make sure, that's why this video was shorter, is there's a case study you have to watch. And you may even want to watch this one now. You go to the case study section of the members area, and it says $7 or 7 figures for $7 or something like that. It's where I'm talking about and showing examples of how we do this with $7 posts. We get people to PM us. We get people on strategy calls. I do it with somebody that I'm to High Ticket Designer, how we've done 7 figures in business off of these silly little $7 posts, exactly how to do it, and how to run PPC to high ticket services, how to run PPC to application posts. So there's way more in depth on this case study. If you're more intrigued with the sponsored posts, I recommend going and checking that out. If you just want to move on to the next thing in the ads and start learning about affiliate stuff and keep moving on to the course, that's great too. But that case study is some of the highest ROI stuff you'll ever see with Facebook ads. So hope you learned some stuff. Hope you learned how to write a good update. You're thinking about your posts in advance as they're going to be an ad. They're not a post that you didn't sponsor. They're not a post that you didn't run ads to. They're a post that you make a video in advance with a red border around it. They're a post where you make your actual photo with red border around it. They're posts where you're doing a bonus where a launch is coming up and you're launch checking off a buzz of some different things. Use these things wisely and they can make you a lot of money. So I hope this helped you. I hope you check out that case study. It's awesome. And I'll see you in the next video.